Hi everyone, this is Stacy and welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining us as we get together to pull a weekly intention card. And I'm excited every time I get to make a video because I look forward to what you will have as an aha moment when you pull your intention card, if you have a deck, or when you listen to me sharing my perspectives on each of these intentions. And so I'm here with my deck. And just so you know, I've actually separated the cards that I've pulled already, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull a card from our deck. And this is one of my favorite cards. The card for this week is I Celebrate My Body. I celebrate my body. I don't know how often it is that you guys are doing that, but this is a really great reminder. Now, what does it mean to actually celebrate your body? Now, if you remember, your intention cards always have an affirmation at the bottom. So what does our affirmation say? I elevate my mind-body focus and pay attention to my health so that I bring the best version of my physical being to my daily experience. All right, that was a lot. So I'm gonna break it into two segments, right? So when you are celebrating your body, I know many of you may have thought, okay, I need to go out and party, and she actually looks like she's partying, right? So what does it mean when you celebrate your body? You elevate your mind-body focus and pay attention to your health. So that's the first half of it, right? So what does it mean to elevate your mind-body focus? It means you're paying attention to your health because you're shifting your mind to focus on your body and what it needs, right? So we may think about our body in a default way when our body starts to make noise, right? So this is when you may not have an elevated mind-body focus. And even someone like me who's had breast cancer and had all different kind of things since having breast cancer, I can tell you that you would think my mind-body attention would be elevated all the while. Absolutely not. It still requires quite a bit of work on my part. So when we talk about allowing our mind, elevating our mind-body focus, it means moving from default protection or attention to the body to intentional attention on the body. So celebrating my body means I pay attention to it. So I'm not waiting to respond when it's, complaining. How does the body complain? Headache, hunger, body ache, muscle ache, joint pains, joint creaking, right? Any of those things are the body complaining and saying, hey, over here, I carry you around, I serve you, you don't pay enough attention to me, right? And I know you may think, well, something as simple as hungry, well, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to pay attention to your body in a way that has you serving it with the right types of food and your mind knowing when you're truly hungry versus when you are in an addictive eating pattern, right? That's something that I've had to actually learn, relearn, and I'm in the process of learning again right now, okay? So elevating the focus, your mind-body focus, means shifting it from just waiting for your body to give you a signal that it's not happy to a place where you are celebrating and appreciating your body ahead of that. Or instead of waiting until the signal has progressed to constant indication, so like you're having headaches every day versus, oh, I used to have a headache every now and again, and I notice that I get these headaches whenever I sit in front of my computer for too long. No, we don't pay attention then. We wait until we now have migraines and we can have a conversation about, I have migraines and I have to be on this pill and I have to go to the doctor and I haven't been able to find, so you kind of end up in that, you're talking about the thing and you do it, right? So I do that. It may not be with headaches, maybe with something else, right? And I have experience of it all around me all the time. And so what we want to do is we really want to get in touch with our bodies in a way that shows our bodies that we celebrate you. We celebrate and appreciate all the things that you do for us in this world. You deal with keeping us safe from all the external extremities, from the things that come at us. You hold us together so that we can work, so that we can serve our children, so that we can serve our community, so that we can have our partners, so that we can have amazing lovemaking. This is all the things that our bodies do for us. And so what we need to do is we need to celebrate that by being conscious of the needs of our bodies before it gets to a state where we're responding to a problem. Okay? So guys, this week, I'm celebrating my body by elevating my mind-body focus. And I'm actually starting a 3-week process of not having any kind of fish or chicken, which is the typical meat that I eat, so that I can start to slow down my digestive system, just pay some attention, allow it to rest as I get ready for some work with my nutritionist at the end of this month. Now, the second part of the card says, so you're elevating your mind-body focus and you're paying attention to your health so that I bring the best version of my physical being to my daily experience. So you may be saying, well, why I have to pay all this attention to my body? Why I have to celebrate my body? Why, I take good enough care of myself. I eat salads every day. Maybe I exercise every now and again, right? But your body has a best version. It's that version that you may remember when you were a kid and you used to be able to run up and down for hours, or even if you can't remember when you were a child, maybe you had your best body experience when you were a teenager or when you were in your early 20s and you could stay up all night, and no matter what you threw in there, alcohol and all different kind of junk food, etc., you'd be up and cracking and moving and shaking, right, for days and days. You could work for hours at a time. You could work for hours at a time and get going, right, and it not matter. Okay. When you can reflect on your body at its best, and you think about, well, what's happening right now that may not be at my best, right? Find that time in the past where you think, wow, I had a lot of energy, and don't get caught in the trap of the mind of, oh, but I was a child, of course my body's going to be great, right? That's not the idea of this exercise, guys. The idea of this exercise is for you to recall that moment so that you can tap into what was happening at that time. How was I feeling at that time? So that when you start to elevate your mind-body focus, you are putting thoughts of your body at its best performance so you can remember what it feels like, and you can work towards reintroducing that into your now experience. And it may not be, guys, that you're running up and down like you did when you were 6 or 7, right? But you want to have that feeling, that remembrance of that feeling, so that when you're getting ready to eat something, you'll opt for something that will give you more fuel than for something that is going to give us the comfort, that comfort food. Oh, I'm going to have pasta, when we know that pasta takes forever to digest and sits in your stomach, forever and ever, and slows down your digestive process. No, instead of that, I'm going to opt for a shake, or I'm going to opt for a salad. I'm going to opt for some fruit because I know that gives me energy and it digests quickly, right? So you get where I'm going with this, guys? You want the best version of your physical being to be what you tap into on an everyday experience, okay? So let's celebrate our bodies this week. If nothing else, you can remember how happy this woman looked because she was like, yes, I'm going to be celebrating my mind-body experience and making sure that I'm paying attention to my health and giving my body what it needs in an intentional way versus in a default way. All right. Thanks for joining, guys. Take care. And that was this week's Epic Intention. See you next week.